You... She just shrugged at the boys. Then he came up with a plan. Peter Plan. Peter Pan has a Peter Plan. My name is Mr. Steve. I'm a storyteller. Hello, everybody. It's me, Mr. Steve, and it's time for another story time. Hey, can you believe it? It's Monday already. Wow, what a crazy weekend, huh? Can you believe all those things that happened? Man, those clowns in Washington are at it again. What a bunch of clowns. It's totally not Saturday shortly after my live broadcast of Raising Little Leaders. As you can tell, I have changed clothes because it's Monday, and the background is slightly different. It's Monday. So today, we're doing another story time, and I got something special for you, something a bit odd, a bit strange. I might sound a bit old saying this, but back in my day, when I was a kid, every once in a while, there would be kids' books that were on sale exclusively at your supermarket. And so there'd be a series of books, and they would have a different one on sale at your supermarket every week. And it was really weird. You know, throughout the 80s, there'd be the Charlie Brown Encyclopedia of Facts. And book one would be available on this week at your local supermarket. And then the next week, you could buy book two. And the next week, you could buy book three. And then one time you'd go to the supermarket and they'd do that with Dr. Seuss books. And they do it with various books. And this is one of them. There were 19 books in this series, and they were only available at supermarkets. How old is this? This was like an 80s thing. Wow, 1986. You know how old I was then? I was only 3 years old. Don't question it. Don't do math. And of course, I'm telling the truth. I'm a guy on YouTube. So this is book 9 in the Walt Disney Fun to Read library. It's a Peter Pan book, and it's called Wendy's Adventures in Neverland. Very exciting. They don't even make this book anymore. And also, check out how golden brown Mickey Mouse is. Look at that. Mickey's browner than I am. That's impressive. Let's read this book. Wendy and her brothers, John and Michael, were having a great pillow fight. I need to do a Wendy voice. Oh, Michael! John! Stop! This room is full of feathers! Cried young Wendy. Hey, let me show you this. In fact, let's get really close. Okay? You see that there? You see the bags under her eyes? The crazed look in her face? That is a woman that has seen a lot. That's a lot of pain. There's a lot of sadness in those eyes. Just then, in comes their mother and father. That's not what it says in the book, but doesn't he look like the type of a guy who would go, My goodness, what a mess! Oh, said their mother. The mother has a very deep, she's a bass. She's a bass, and he's actually an alto, so. You're all too old to play such games, said their father. Isn't that right, Nana? Nana wagged her tail. She tried her best to look stern. And doesn't that dog look a lot like Howard Stern? Now hop into bed and get some sleep, said their mother. Remember, tomorrow is Michael's birthday. Oh, are they going to Chuck E. Cheese? Their mother and father and Nana kissed them each good night. They closed the door behind them as they left. I don't care what they say. I won't grow up if we can't have pillow fights, said Michael. Grown-ups never have any fun, said John. I won't grow up either, so there. Dude, your eyebrow game is fierce. It's like two massive caterpillars died on your face. Neither will I, said Wendy. She thought for a moment. Wait, I have an idea, she cried. If we go to live in Neverland with Peter Pan, we won't have to grow up. Not ever! What a wonderful idea, said the boys. I wish Peter Pan were here, Wendy said softly. Peter Pan was the boy who never grew up. He lived in Neverland. With him lived his band of lost boys and the pixie Tinkerbell. Peter heard Wendy's wish and flew to her window. Wendy and the boys told Peter their plan. Of course I'll take you back to Neverland, said Peter Pan. Then you won't ever have to grow up. Just a bit of pixie dust and off we go! At last they all reached Neverland. Wendy and her brothers were glad to be back. It's Wendy! Hooray! Shouted the Lost Boys. Everyone was happy, but tiny Tinkerbell, look at how sassy she looks there. Look at how angry. Looks like she has some posture problems. What a fuss over Wendy and her brothers, she said. Excuse me, she said nothing. She said tink, 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 tink. She doesn't talk unless she's with her other fairies. Oh boy, I can't wait until tomorrow. It's my birthday. I bet you have really wonderful birthday parties in Neverland, don't you? Asked Michael. Birthday parties? Asked the Lost Boy. What are they? Well, we regular humans on Earth, we have birthday parties every year for each year that we grow older, said John. We have cake and candles, said Michael, balloons and costumes and lots of presents. We never have birthday parties here, said Peter Pan, because we don't grow older. Hello, Neverland. You don't grow old. Of course there's no birthday parties. No birthday parties, gasped Wendy, John, and Michael. No, said Peter, but we make up for that. We have fun every day of the year. That's right, shouted the Lost Boys. We get up at any time we like. No one tells us to wash our hands or comb our hair. All the boys talked at once. John and Michael cheered up right away, but Wendy did not look happy. You see that face? You see that face? I've been making that face nonstop since March of 2020, so I know that face very well. Come on, Wendy, said Peter. It looks like he broke his neck. Come on, Wendy. I broke my neck. Take me to the Neverland Hospital. It's run by pirates. Come on, Wendy, said Peter Pan. Let's take a walk. When you remember how beautiful Neverland is, you will forget all about birthday parties. Tinkerbell watched Peter and Wendy. She was not very happy about Wendy living in Neverland. Jealous much? As Wendy and Peter sat by the beach, a rowboat came up to shore. In the boat were Captain Hook and his faithful pirate, Smee. They climbed out of the boat. They crept behind the bushes. There they could hear what Peter and Wendy were saying. Birthday parties are important, Peter. At ours we had wonderful cakes. Cups and cakes. Cups and cakes. There were presents for everyone, they heard Wendy say. I like the sound of birthday parties, Smee, said Captain Hook. I do it all right, Captain Hook. I must have one. We have to capture Wendy. I want her to give a birthday party to me. I have an idea, Wendy, cried Peter. A lot of crying in this book. Very emotional. We'll give you and your brothers a welcoming party. It won't be the same as a birthday party, but it will be lots of fun. Peter ran to tell the boys. Or you could fly, probably. My 19-year-old had to do the laundry while I was doing story time, but that's fine. I'm not bitter about it. I am going to look for some berries, said Wendy. Ugh, I'm getting sick of Wendy. And she wears a belt. That's right here. This is where she puts her belt. I'll make some special party pies. Off she went to the woods. Aha! Said Captain Hook. Now is our chance. Let's get her. He and Smee grabbed Wendy and ran. Tinkerbell saw the pirate. Wow, they have a really small boat. How did these huge giants get in this small boat? Tinkerbell saw the pirates carry Wendy away. Good, she thought. No, I must make sure that no one finds out what has happened. Peter will soon forget about Wendy and that silly party. This was before Tinkerbell became the popular Tinkerbell that she is now. Back then, she was kind of rude. She's kind of being a villain right now, isn't she? Peter will soon forget about Wendy and that silly party. Quickly, she flew over the boys. She sprinkled them with pixie dust. The boys went right to sleep. She knocked them out. What? Not cool. The boys went right to sleep. Not one of them heard Wendy's cries for help. She just drugged the boys. I like the one in the bear outfit. That's very Midsommar. John and Michael were the first ones to wake up. Goodness, said John. Neverland really is different. We don't have to go to bed to fall asleep. Where is Wendy? Asked Michael. All the boys looked for Wendy. They could not find her anywhere. Michael began to cry. Tinkerbell heard Michael cry. Oh dear, she thought. I didn't want the boys to cry. I had better make sure that Wendy is all right before it is too late. I hope she's wearing tights, but whatever. Captain Hook and Smee were about to put Wendy into their boat. No, 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 I won't give you a party. Oh, I shan't. I'm pretty sick of Wendy right now. Let me go, you wicked creatures. Let me go. Faster than a butterfly, Tinkerbell flew back to Peter Pan and the boys. Tink has found Wendy, said Peter. Captain Hook and Smee have her. Captain Hook wants Wendy to give him a birthday party. We've got to save him, cried John. But how? Said the lost boys. Peter thought for a moment. Is that a moment? I don't know exactly how long a moment is. Then he came up with a plan. Peter Plan. Peter Pan has a Peter Plan. He's going to try as hard as he Peter can. Then he needs to go potty. He's going to go to the Peter can. Captain Hook wants a party, said Peter, so we'll just give him one. Didn't Wendy say that sometimes people wear costumes to parties? Yes, said Michael. Silly costumes or scary costumes. What is he doing? Is he doing a dance? Is he hitting the nay-nay? Then that is what we will do. There is no time to waste. This is my Peter Pan voice. Hey! We'll all switch clothes and wear twigs and branches. That will surprise Hook and Smee, all right? I keep wanting to say Shmee, but it's Smee. But Shmee sounds better. I'm not sure why. They all changed quickly. Come on, everyone, let's go get him, cried Peter. Do you think that these pirates who have swords and guns and who kill people indiscriminately and torture people and make people walk the plank and fall into the cold ocean water to be eaten by alligators and sharks, do you think that these vicious, bloodthirsty pirates are gonna go, oh my goodness, a guy with a branch on his head! Ah! I see flaws in the logic. Tinkerbell led them through the woods. They came to the beach and jumped out from behind the trees. Hook and Shmee gasped in surprise. Who were these strange creatures? Really? Surprise! Shouted Peter and the boys. Drats, it's Peter Pan! I should have known, groaned Captain Hook. He lifted Wendy. You're coming with me, little girl. Peter tripped Captain Hook. Down went Hook, and up flew Wendy, but she landed safely in Peter's arms. Hook and Shmee ran quickly to their rowboat. After them, cried the lost boys. Oh, let them go. Oh, no, it's Peter Pan. Oh, let them go. Wendy is safe. Ha-ha! I'm Sonic. Gotta go fast. That's the voice I've been doing the whole time. Peter Pan is Sonic. Hey, I'm gonna go eat chili dogs. Ha-ha! Gotta go fast. Let them go. Wendy is safe. It's punishment enough that Hook will never have a party. Hook and Smee rode away fast. I'll get you yet, Peter Pan. Just wait and see, shouted Hook. Here's how you can tell that it's Neverland. You see these right here? Yeah, the sky is filled with flying mustaches. They're gone, yelled the boys. Hooray! Thank goodness, said Wendy. And don't come back. I gotta go fast, shouted Peter Sonic. I don't think they'll be back for a while, said Wendy. She pointed to the water. They all saw the crocodile swimming after Captain Hook. They laughed and headed back through the woods. Where is the crocodile's body, though? Because here's the crocodile swimming after him. But then, the shore is right here. I want to go home, said Michael in a small voice. I want a real birthday party with Mom and Dad and Nana. I would like to go home too, said John. Just think of how unhappy they would be if we had really stayed away forever. Wendy smiled at her brothers. That's how Wendy smiles. It's weird. Wendy smiled at her brothers. Maybe growing up won't be so bad after all, she said. Peter Pan was sorry to see Wendy and the boys go, but Tinkerbell sprinkled them all with pixie dust so they could not change their minds. Is she messing with their minds? First she knocks them out with, knockout dust, which I didn't think was something that Tinkerbell had, and now she has never change your mind dust? Tinkerbell is freaky! Freaky! Then she and Peter flew them home. Wendy tucked her sleepy brothers into bed. Then she went to the window. Goodbye, Peter Pan and Tinkerbell, she said. Someday we will see you again. Even though we grow up, part of us will never really grow up all the way. And that's the end of that story. Yay! Did you enjoy that story, kids? If you didn't, that was fine. But I liked it. I liked it very much. Peter Pan is always a fun story, and I always love Captain Hook and Smee over here. I am a bit freaked out by Tinkerbell's weird powers. She knocked people out in this book. That is weird. Be sure and like and subscribe and all those things I'm supposed to say because I'm a guy on YouTube. We'll see you later, guys. Bye! It's Monday.